Okay, so this is day one, getting ready. So everything starts 3:45 a.m. Tuesday. I just spent the whole morning still looking for a place. I'm extremely indecisive, so I finally booked a place. It's a nice little cabin all the way in George, which is like a 5-hour drive. So it's going to be one hell of a road trip, right? Going to be spending a lot of time by myself, but very excited. But I'm in a bit of a rush now, right? Because it took so damn long trying to book this place. So now I'm gonna make sure I get all of my supplements, everything sorted, packed and ready. So this is basically, got my Nutritech, taking my creatine, L-glutamine, my greens powder, omega-3s, vitamin D3, hydrate because I'm going to be doing my fasted walks, and of course those push-ups. Then I got some vitamins. I've got all my pill containers to prep for tonight, so that tomorrow we start off. Tonight is basically going to be a full prep of everything so that I go into tomorrow just ready, straight at it, deep grind, deep graft mode. But yeah, let's get to packing. Then I still got to finish off a little bit of my clothes. Then all my meals have been prepped yesterday. So basically I'm just going to put that in a big box with all of the food, all of the things I need, so that I'm good to go. Then I've got to stop by the hospital still, go do that checkup. I think they're going to take the stitches out. So I'm probably only going to arrive that side somewhere around 7 p.m. So yeah, one hell of a journey, but it is what it is. Feeling a little bit nervous because, you know, I haven't woken up that early in a long time, but I know it's going to be good for me. I know it's something that I need now, and I'm very excited for it too. But peace, guys. See you on the trip. Finally, we're on the way. So I've just come back from the hospital now. Stitches are out. Wound is looking really good. So very happy with it. Obviously, still can't do any lifting, anything like that, because it takes about 6 whole weeks for like full recovery of that disc that they cut away, for it to like seal up or some shit like that. But I still need to be cautious regardless. I just need to monitor it. No pain whatsoever, which is absolutely fantastic. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Can't swim, swimming only on Wednesday, but now I've got a nice 5-hour trip ahead of me. Probably gonna make a couple of stops, gonna go have some breakfast wherever I can find the next spot, keep it clean, keep it healthy, and then tomorrow we begin. But I'll check you guys on the other side. Our first toll gate. I actually have no idea how many toll gates there are, but look at that freaking mountain, bro. Check that shit out. Madness. Freaking awesome. The mountain pass now. Freaking beautiful. Maybe you guys can see that in the background. Check that mountain out. That's insane. I think that is why I'm working so hard. Like, that is why I'm working my ass off. That is why I want to make my millions, because damn, to just buy a piece of land like that with a mountain on and put a freaking dope ass cottage on is honestly my dream, right? We grind so hard so that we have freedom. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Okay, gonna go look for a breakfast spot now. Damn, I'm glad I took this road trip. Going underneath the mountain. Farm store.
Turn right toward R60, then turn left onto R60.
I don't know if they got breakfast. Unfortunately, that little farm store didn't have any of the food that I want. I think they're only selling pies, and there's no way in hell that I'm gonna have a pie. Every time I eat something like a pie, here we go. This looks a little bit better. Oh, it's back there. Okay, that's the spot. I think I'm gonna turn around there. But anytime I eat a pie, I get like major indigestion and I just feel like shit. So won't be doing that. But let me quickly do a little turn around here and go back to the other place. Okay, here's the spot. It's like oatmeal bakery, coffee, and a cafe. So I don't know.
Turn left onto R60.
Oh, pissing me off. Let's go see what they've got. Cooking out here. It is probably like 30 something degrees. This looks like the spot. There we go. Oh, that's not a bad spot to have breakfast. That's the best we could find here. I had my breakfast, but it was about 3. I think I started eating about 20 past 3. So they weren't serving breakfast anymore. So I was a little bit of a, shit, because I was expecting to have my sourdough, a little bit of eggs, but instead I got the healthiest option I could find, which was basically chicken schnitzel and fries, because the rest was just a bunch of burgers and pies and like pastries, and I didn't really feel like going too off plan. So I got what I got, which was a chicken schnitzel and some fries. But just because I'm following the specific meal plan doesn't mean that you have to, right? Yes, if you have got a specific goal that you want to get to, 100%, like if you've got a next level physique in mind, you are going to have to track your food, you are going to have to do the carb cycling, you're going to have to go through the manipulations, because at the end, like, to be honest, like, this shit isn't easy. If you want like a next level physique, you need to be willing to put in the work, right? It's going to take work, it's going to take discipline, but that's what it's about as well. And I could afford to eat a chicken schnitzel every single day. I could afford to eat those fries every single day, and literally nothing will happen to me. And that is because I am insulin sensitive. So my body burns through that. My body actually utilizes that food, the carbs, everything like that, right? So when I put it into my body, it's literally going to be sent straight to the muscle cell, where it's going to aid growth, repair, and there's obviously energy as well. Now, if you are not insulin sensitive, you are more resistant toward insulin, that's when you start getting lethargic. That's when you can't control your blood sugar levels.
At the roundabout, take the second exit and stay on R60.
Thank you. There we go. See, she's also got something to say. But yeah, so it's all about to prime your insulin sensitivity. Once that's on point, you're going to have a lot more freedom, right? You can feel like when you do have that cheat meal, when you have that chicken schnitzel like I did today, right, because I didn't really have any other option to do, I'm not going to feel guilty. And I know...
the roundabout onto R60.
I'm on the right
Continue
way.
on R60 for 18 kilometers.
Okay, so that is when you start to get freedom. But in order to get there, you need to put yourself through that. You need to follow a meal plan. You need to manipulate your macros. Then, it's always brighter on the other side, right? The grass is always greener on the other side. Think about it as a pot of gold, right? That pot of gold is your freedom, right? With food flexibility. That is your freedom. If you want to go have a cheat meal, even once a day, right? You can afford to do so because you've put in the work and you've earned it. It depends how far you want to go. If you want a next level physique transformation, then yes, you're going to stay on that meal plan a little bit longer. For me, for example, like I said, I could easily just eat whatever I want every day. I could eat pizza every single day and nothing will happen to me, but I don't want to, because I still have certain standards. And also, like, if I eat shit like that every single day, I know that chicken schnitzel is going to make me not feel 100%, because it is deep fried. My stomach usually gets messed up. But yeah, if that's flexibility, if that's what you want, then become insulin sensitive. That is the key. And not just that, once you become insulin sensitive, you're going to be able to pack on muscle tissue so much easier. It's science, right? It's science. It's not a bunch of bullshit. And also, you won't pick up fat because the food is actually working in the correct way. But yeah, I probably got around, I don't know, cheapers, maybe 2.5, 3 hours to drive. But I got a little bit of fuel in my system. Hopefully I don't get there by sundown, but we'll see how we go. So I got about 35 kilometers left until my tank is empty. I have no idea where the next diesel station is, the petrol station, the gas station, if you may. So it's a little bit of a gamble. I'm always like that, man. Like, do shit on the last minute. Like, just push it to like, how far can we take it? Same with like this morning. This morning I booked the place that I'm staying at tonight. When I was looking through so many places, like not finding exactly what I want, not it being in the right location, the type of vibe that I'm looking for. And then like literally 30 minutes before I leave, I found a spot and I booked it. So there's always that last minute, but sometimes this pressure and this, like, when you do it for the last minute, when you have this, it makes you work harder, right? That's where, you know, a lot of people get stressed out and overwhelmed. My girlfriend especially, she really doesn't like this part about me, how I do shit like on the very last minute. But for me, when shit is done also on that very last minute, I just go through it, right? Like, if I get changed in like 5 minutes, so we'll have to go somewhere and she'll get ready and she'll be like, well, you haven't changed it. And I was like, it's fine. Then comes 5 minutes, she's like, I'm giving you 5 minutes, and then boom, I get changed within 3. And that's just also how that works. But let's see if we can find a gas station. No, there's no gas station. But there's a Feta truck in front of me. But not a gas station. Whoop. 27 kilometers left, so there's a decent amount. And these roads, like, it's just countryside bush. And I've just stumbled literally across a tiny town, and thank goodness there is a gas station. So we got some gas. We're not going to be stopping on the side of the road today. Jeepers, thank goodness for this. There's the gas station. I've just arrived. Flippin' stunning view ahead of me. So looking good so far. I didn't realize that it's going to be in like a location where there's houses around me. So I'm really hoping for some goddamn peace and quiet so I can graft and work. I mean, I got my headphones, so that's all good. But it's a really nice neighborhood. You see, with the images, I thought it was a little bit more out into the bush. But I'll show you guys what the view looks like. But I'll show you what the view looks like, and then I'm going to go do some packing. And then, you know what? I didn't do my faster walk this morning, but I'm not going to be a little bitch about it, and I'm going to go do it even while the sun's going down. And it's actually going to be pretty nice. So let me show you guys what the view looks like, and then I'll see you inside for the little tour. Freaking cool view so far. So see what it's like. There you have it. Oh, this is perfect, man. This is exactly what I wanted. Small, quaint, nice place to do a barbecue there. Beds up there, very lofty vibe. Got a desk here. I know that there's a desk upstairs as well. I don't know if I'm gonna fit there. Super basic. This is exactly what I wanted. Just something with a good view. Alright, so I just came back from a quick walk. It wasn't my 20 minutes, it was 10 minutes. Shame, there's an old guy who just had a fat conversation with me. Just like telling me about what's going on there, like the neighborhood, all of that stuff. Shame, very sweet. I must say, I do love this neighborhood, this area. There's literally on every single corner a kid walking around, playing in the bush. Like, damn, that's how I grew up, right? I always grew up in the bush. I grew up maybe about 2 hours from here in Neisner, and that is also just bush. I used to play with scorpions. I used to try and catch snakes, like all that type of shit. That's how I grew up. So coming here from the city has just been like a breath of fresh air, right? I went for my walk now barefoot. I was inspired by the kids running around barefoot, just having that, like, those memories rush back from how I grew up, and I think it's going to be really good. I'm really glad that I chose this place. I decided I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee because it's been a long ass drive, but we're here. Still got to do a decent amount of packing. Got all the stuff in, got the shit in the fridge basically sorted. It's only the meals for the days that I'm here. And then I've got steaks as well in there, which I'm gonna fry/barbecue tomorrow. But that's it. Let me have my cup of coffee, enjoy what's left of the sunset. Then the preparation begins for tomorrow. Let's go. Here's I've packed most of the shit in the fridge. Got my supplements all here on the table, which I'm gonna sort tonight in these pill containers to make sure that I don't even have to think twice about, taking out all the pills, because that is the biggest mission, right? When you want to stay consistent, it's very important to set everything up for success. And that is to make everything easy for you, right? Having my final meal now. This is ground beef, 200 grams of ground beef with some canned tomato, and I've also added some spinach in there for some good fiber. No more carbs from here on out. Let's go, baby. It's starting to get late. It's probably around 8:30. I've got a graph now. I've got to edit this YouTube video, make sure that that shit is up for tonight. Then I've got to get my desk sorted for tomorrow, so I just go straight into the flow state. Then I'm also going to be setting up exactly what I'm doing for those work blocks, for those deep work blocks, so that we go straight into it, straight into flow. Don't even have to think twice about it. But I'm going to get this meal down, and I'm going to get the rest of the shit sorted. Then I'm going to start editing this video. Let's go. Yeah, so now I'm going to prep all of my shakes for tomorrow, right? Because think about it, just a little bit of time. It probably takes you what, 30 seconds to make a protein shake, maybe a little bit more, but why not do it beforehand? Get everything prepped the night before, so that tomorrow all I need to do is take the shaker and I literally just add some water and I've got my protein. Simple, easy. So I am having 2.5 scoops of protein. So the normal serving size is 2 scoops, which gives you about 23 grams of protein. So this should give me somewhere around like 30 grams of protein. Then I'll do that 3 times per day. So I'm having what, 7.5 scoops of whey protein. So for those of you guys who think that you're having enough protein, majority of the time you're not, right? You don't need to follow that whole thing about 1 pound per body weight is a bunch of bullshit. You can have 100 grams of protein per meal plus, and your body will absorb it, especially if you're insulin sensitive. So there we've got 2.5 scoops. Then with one of them for my morning, I'm going to have my greens powder. This is just going to be bang on for digestion, because when you have good digestion, you've got good absorption. When you got good absorption, the macros, the proteins, the fats, the carbs are actually going to be utilized correctly by the body. Like, there's no point in me having so much protein if I don't have good digestion, because then my body's just not going to take it up and I'm basically wasting it. And we don't want to be leaving any gains on the table. This greens powder itself has got like an extra 10 grams of protein, which is pretty cool per serving. So that's a nice, another additional. Okay, so now I just got to figure out which is going to be the morning. So that's the morning one. And to remember which is the morning one, it's going to have the greens powder in. Then one of them, I'm going to have creatine in. Ooh. 10 grams of creatine. Even though I'm not training, I'm still going to get my creatine in. This is really good for you. Creatine is like one of the best supplements, one of the most studied supplements on the market as well. It doesn't just help with muscle growth, it also helps with mental, right? It helps with your brain. Really, really good shit. So let me put that in there. And then obviously the last one is just going to be my evening protein shake. So 1, 2, 3. Damn, I don't know which lid is now which. Looks like I got a bunch of cocaine just lying here on the counter. So that's basically me just prepping, making sure that tomorrow's, again, set up for success. This whole thing is about showing that through these little implementations, you can save so much time. And that bullshit excuse of, I don't have enough time to get my protein in, I don't have enough time to stick my meals, is a bunch of crock shit, right? Because when you set yourself up for success, you set up the right systems, you set up the right structures. It doesn't matter how much time or how little time you have in a day, you can get that shit done, right? So protein shakes are done. Then what else do I need to do? I'm gonna hop in the shower. I've got some client check-ins that I gotta do. The gents are coming through with the progress every single week, so I'm super stoked with that. Gonna make some client changes. Then I'm gonna set up everything so that I know exactly what I'm doing for tomorrow. What else am I doing? Then I gotta do the dishes. Something I absolutely hate is doing dishes. It is literally my pet peeve. I can't stand it, but that's where the 180-second rule comes in, right? Where basically if there's something that you don't like doing, say like you're tired, right? And you've had a long day at work, the last thing you want to do is go to the gym, but that is your goal. You want a physique change. And that goal is very important to you because you don't like being stuck in the position that you are in right now. You know that you're capable of more, all that good shit. Then it needs to be done. So the best way that you can do it, even on those days that you don't feel like doing something, it doesn't have to be training. It can be anything. Having your meal. It can be doing the dishes. Just tell yourself, I'm gonna do it for 3 minutes, 180 seconds, right? And then I'm gonna walk away. So you pack your shit to the gym. You're not in the mood. You just go, okay, I'm gonna go sit on that watt bike for 3 minutes. Then I'm gonna get up and leave. Usually, what tends to happen is you'll be on that watt bike and you'll kind of find yourself like doing those 3 minutes, and then you're like, I'm here. I might as well just continue. And there you go. You have that session done. 5 minutes into that watt bike, those endorphins are flowing, and you're gonna push even harder. That is the 180 second rule. This has helped me time and time again. I absolutely love this. 3 minutes, you're on there, then you're just like, you know what, I'm here, I might as well do it, and you're moving closer to your goals. So that's me done. Gonna go get those check-ins done, and then get up to the bed. I hope I don't have to piss throughout the night, because trying to get down these stairs, let me show you guys. So it's basically a nice, like a cool little loft bedroom. So you got the stairs super steep, and that's the bed up there. Basically a mattress on the floor, but that's exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what I was looking for. They got a big ass TV. Not that I'm going to be watching any TV, but it's cool to have, I guess. Everything is prepped and ready. Busy editing this video as we speak, and I'm going to post that shit tonight. Hopefully it downloads. The Wi-Fi isn't very fast, but I'm out. I'm already past my bedtime, so I'm going to have less sleep. So I got to get to bed as soon as possible. See you guys at 3:45 a.m. Let's go.